Yo, so I'm the Fly Cowboy, and this is BTV, and not BETV. This is BTV, where we want to know how you be, what you do, what makes you great, and how you be in your attitude. You know, kind of like the Beatitude, the Beatitude. If you don't know about it, look it up. However, I am the Fly Cowboy. You're here live on BTV, and I was just discussing while distracting you guys with some of this dope music. So I just want to take a pause and run it back and rediscuss what I was saying without the music playing. So, one, you're here at the Imagination Station. This is my place where I create and I have my favorite inspirational things that make me creative because it is not easy creating for a world who is just waiting for the next thing and the next thing. Folks, this is not a rabbit in a hat trick. This is me just talking to you and wanting you to come on to BTV so I could discuss how you be, how you do, what makes you great. Yeah. Again, surrounded by me is some of my fun things that make me want to create, like my telescope over here, my laptop, a great banging system. Also, I have my airplane that takes me on flights. I also have Lewis Hamilton, who is one of my favorite F1 drivers. Yes, he is black, one of the first F1 drivers, the only for right now that is black, but he's great. Not only because he's black, but he's won 7 championships. He's awesome. Also, I have a dream board picture of a Porsche 911 Targa. You dig? Along with a Porsche magazine and my Lucky Charm. Folks, again, get a Lucky Charm in your life because sometimes it's not about how great you are. It's about how lucky you can be. You know, being in that elevator, having to give your elevator speech about how great you are and wanting someone to believe how great you are. You need luck in your life, folks. Sometimes it's not about what you can do. It's about who you know and the moment. So, along with that, I have a reminder down below is my toolbox. Again, my toolbox is a real toolbox. I have things in here that help me create, but in a hard time and in negative times, metaphorically, no, symbolically, my toolbox is what I go into for a tool that will help me either fix a problem or turn around a situation, like feeling uncomfortable. Sometimes I feel uncomfortable. Sometimes I'm negative. Sometimes my tool to not be that way is to get in the creation station, touch grass, and just chill out. Sometimes I may get in the swing, or the hammock rather, and just chill out. Everybody needs a tool to help them get through turbulent times. Sometimes that tool may not be for real something that you can touch, something that's tangible. Sometimes your tool is something that's metaphoric, like just go and touch grass, get outside. Sometimes it's not easy to touch grass. So the journey to getting to the grass is the part where you decompress and get yourself back. On the walk back, you remind yourself who you are, and then you show up as a great person, and then no one remembers you being awkward. They just remember you being great. Folks, be great. Get out here. Use your tools that's in your toolbox. Apply them to life. Be great. Sorry, we have no time to be held up by things that held us up when we were young. Okay? If you're young, don't be held up by silly things that you can overcome. Sometimes it takes time. Sometimes it takes the right information. Sometimes it takes the right toolbox. But whatever the case is, folks, don't give up on yourself. Just find the right toolbox, go inside of it, get the right tool, put some leverage on it, and take off on them. You know what I mean. Because I want everyone to be great. And I want everyone to be okay. Anxiety is a real true thing. And when we can find that tool that will break down the door of anxiety, then we're on our way to being a new person and being great inside of our own skin. Because we have to perform. We have to show up for people. We have to show them our true selves. And we cannot be talking about the weather all the time. Folks, get your form together. And when I say form, my form is metaphoric form, meaning like, you know how you go into a clinic and you fill out a form? Well, this is a form that you apply to the public. Everyone that you come up to, you pretty much ask them the same things, maybe in different format, but it's the same form. And then when you have perfected your form, that means that you can go into any situation and just stick to the script. And then you show up well polished. That means because you have perfected your script. And then you can breathe and stay inside of yourself and show that side of yourself versus being so analytical and caught in anxiety or something like that. However, the form is something that I learned, and I actually just kind of adjusted a little bit to help me be a better presenter. And when I say presenter, that means that a person who presents well in life. And that's what I want you to do. So, guys, don't think about it too much. Just get a form, stick to your script, show up, be present, breathe, and everything's going to be okay. I am the Fly Cowboy. This is BTV, and we want everybody to be okay. And we want all things to be all right. And we want to know how you be and how you do what you do to make you great. We're here in the Imagination Station as the sun starts to set in the treehouse. I love you guys. Thank you for showing up. Be awesome. Be great. Stay out of the negative weeds and breathe. Drink some water because I can tell that you're thirsty. You're searching for something. You don't know what it is. You're not hungry and you're not entertained. You got dry bones, basically. And you need some water. Drink something. It will change the situation along with breathing, touching grass, drinking water, and getting good food. Man, that's an awesome day. Everything else is just fluff that gets filled in. Trust me. That's how I can be so fly. You know what I mean? If I did not touch grass in a day, I may be unwhole. You dig? So, touch some grass. Be big and do what you have to do so you can be okay. This is BTV, and I am the Fly Cowboy, and I want all things to be well. So thank you for checking in. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for pressing the like button. All of those things that bring good numbers so I can bring more good videos and reels and content to you. This is not my first rodeo, but this is the beginning of something new and something different. I'm the Fly Cowboy, Be great, be well, be kind. I'm sending you love. Peace.